Okay,
ladies and gentlemen.
welcome everybody to episode 2 of Inside the Strap
Waiting for-
podcast. Oh, where arm wrestling matters. Boom! Let's go. Um,
Let's go.
introduce yourself, Ben, to the crowd.
Okay. Kia ora, everyone. My name is Ben Tahini. I'm from the Wellington Arm Wrestling Club in Whanganui, Tara. Boom. Over to you, Charles.
Dumb. Why you calling my booms?
You
Okay, so
started.
today we're meant to have Billy and Sasha, but Sasha ain't available till the weekend. So we actually have actually a good surprise. We had our curtain raisers for the top 8 on the weekend.
Yeah.
Who is? Well, we'll chuck them on. Ross, the unit 685,
Let's go.
and TN. How are we, boys?
Good.
It's good, man. Good to be here.
Awesome. Just like I always start my podcast, yesterday's podcast. I like to break the ice with highs and lows. Let's kick it off with Ross. Let's go, Ross. Give us your highs and lows of your event on the weekend.
Where do I start? I think with the amount of highs that I've had, I think it just outweighs the lows for me. So I don't have any lows. I think it's just been such a roller coaster ride. So getting down there on Friday, meeting Karen for the first time, and just having that warm hospitality that they've shown us, us and the team. It's been probably was the best start to the tourney for me. And I think the big part of it was just how this trip for me was my first, so seeing that all the family that came through for us just to support us going down all the way to Wellington, it actually did really mean a lot. So there's a lot riding on the shoulders as well, just trying to being the first the matchup. So I think that was the high for me, was just having family around. So yeah.
Awesome. And any lows? Any lows?
No lows. Too many highs.
Too many highs. You heard it here, folks. Too many highs. And for you, Thien.
For me, I mean, I didn't really have any lows. I mean, pretty much was all highs, really.
Right.
Just being in the event was so great and so fun to just be, a part of this, really. And yeah, just really fun to be with the club and then seeing other club members as like the fresh meet as well. So fun to meet so many different people and arm wrestlers, seeing how big everyone is compared to me. Yeah, so it's been great. There's no lows really.
And do you have any more highs you want to mention, Ben? I got him.
Hey, this guy always doing this to me. I love it. Being put on the spot. Like I, mentioned yesterday, and I think every height's gonna, like I said, the whole thing. Uh, it was just such a vibe. And I think I'm also happy to emphasize too on the different aspects of the event. Especially the setup. That's something I always like to bring up, like the setup and how it all went about and how we all worked together as a community, and then making that whole event happen. And seeing all the competitors there. Like Tien said, you guys are like huge, like compared to us. Only only one like heavyweight we had was Kieran. They brought a whole balance throughout the whole club. When we said you guys were like, whoa, okay, we got it in for ourselves. But it was a whole high from the beginning to the end. So if I was to say what the highlight was, it's literally the whole thing. And you will probably find out more about how many highs there were throughout the whole podcast and seasons that we've got to mention. So yeah, no, there was a lot there. Just even the crowd, that was a cool one. Something earlier Charles and I were talking about is how the crowd really motivates you to push for your limits. And yeah, no, it was just a blast overall.
Awesome. Okay, so I also got another high. So my high is actually watching these two matches. So these guys were the curtain raisers for the top eight. Um,
Mm.
what their match meant was how the momentum and how everyone felt and the adrenaline rush and how they prepared for when they stepped on the table. And watching these two, Ross and Tien, go at it at the start made everyone feel that pump and that adrenaline. So it was thanks to these two why we had a good event. So it's hard to explain. Where like the way I see it is, TN if you watch the live, TN was 3-0 to Ross. And I can see in the background that Wellington was so pumped, like, yeah, we got a chance, and TN proved it, you know that? And then we saw Ross, who pulled in the last two wins in the fourth and fifth round,
Yep.
which made our team more amped. So it's thanks to these two why the event went as it did. So, shot boys.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
the icebreaker's gone. All right, woo! We can start now. We can start. All right, on to you, Ben.
Okay, cool, boys. Just before we start, what's up with the TN? Would you like be able to introduce yourselves to our audience and let them know, how long you've been into arm wrestling and what exactly got you into it, like what motivated you to get into arm wrestling and things like that in that nature. So we'll start with ETN.
I'm Tien Lee. I'm a 3D animator for Weta, and I originally got into arm wrestling when I was watching like YouTube and stuff, watching the classic Devin Larratt and seeing him arm wrestle so many different legends, and it kind of just spiraled from there really, where I watched like heaps of stuff videos because I was never really into sports until arm wrestling started to pop off, and
Interesting.
I was kind of lucky actually because how I've even found like the club here. Because I think, if I remember correctly, one of our club members, like Sam, actually reached out to me, yeah, kind of randomly, and asked, "Oh, if I wanted to like show up to one of the a training one day," and I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And that was like, how long was that ago? Like, yeah, around 2 years ago, roughly. Um, and yeah, and that's kind of starting my journey from there. Really, it's been a slow start, but it's getting there. Yeah.
And didn't I recall you telling me that you heard about arm wrestling in Auckland prior to you coming to Wellington?
No, actually, it's when ah, no, I think I started watching arm wrestling in Auckland, but I never really took it like I didn't really think about like even training it until I came to Wellington, um, and I think there was something like that, yeah. And then I saw, or maybe it might be, I want to like see if there might be a club here somewhere, and then managed to like reach out to Sam, and I actually did join like the Facebook group as well that we had back then. Um, and that's kind of how it started from there, really. Um,
Was
started
that
at
Sam Roberts?
Sam. I forgot his surname now.
Top Speed.
Uh, was it?
I'm sure what it is.
Oh, I don't have his. Let's see if I can find him very quickly. Should be Sam. Yes, Sam Roberts.
Oh, Sam Roberts.
Yeah,
Oh man, what a king out of all people he reached out to. That's interesting. Well,
yeah.
that's
I
not
mean,
a
if it
big up
wasn't
to
for
him.
him, I probably wouldn't have joined arm wrestling actually. So,
Oh wow.
yeah.
I'll message him tonight and make sure I'll acknowledge
Yeah.
it. And we'll carry on to you, Ross, and say what about yourself as well? What got you into arm wrestling, and would you be able to introduce yourself as well to
Uh,
the audience?
uh, yeah, yeah, top of all, my name is Ross TT. I'm from Samoa. Um,
Hey, my lord.
which is why you see my name is Unit 605. So my part two Samoan represent. But yeah. So what got me into arm wrestling was just shout out to Ben Urist and Devate. These boys were part of our Runners High running club, and when one Saturday they asked us to show we wanted to come through to watch the boys train. This is when I believe this was over at Barry Curtis Park. Yep. Can't recall the place, but yeah, that's where I first saw the boys training. And at first, I was a bit hesitant to join because it's still quite new. So looking at how big those boys were, yeah, I thought I didn't stand a chance. But this year, say Jan, made a decision that I think it was about time that I put myself first to get myself out there, and so I made a decision to join Fresh Meat Arm Wrestling Club, and that's been start of my journey with the club. Um, and I can honestly say that I'm enjoying it at the moment. Is why,
Wow.
um, yeah, I'm looking forward to where I'm gonna be heading in the next probably in the next 6 months. But that's just yeah, that's how I actually joined arm wrestling.
Awesome. And how long have you been in the club for now? Or actually, how many
So
years
I'll
have you
say,
been in Ireland wrestling?
so if I say in Jan, I'll say it's 3 months into arm
Oh,
wrestling.
3 months.
So
Only three
yeah, yeah.
months.
So yeah, my first club was one of our local clubs that we had. I was a bit nervous, getting that with my first. So this is about my second club was, and I'm gonna say I'm really enjoying the sport. And yeah, that's probably just been a highlight for me this year. It's a good start to the year.
Now that makes sense now. Like after watching your guys match,
Yep.
it all it all makes sense. Like for some reason, I thought you had been arm wrestling for longer,
No.
and I was worried about Tien. I was like, damn, Tien, you need to give it your 100, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. So I know that if not many one not many knew that this match was actually arranged probably like 5 days before the event. What happened was Ross had approached me saying he was coming down to Wellington um, to come support the team, and straight away I thought, hey, if you're coming down, you might as well have a super match, and that's how you got paired up with Tien at the last moment. I even asked Tien, he was like, "Man, they just told me like 2 days ago, you know."
Yeah, like Karen called me like last night, just like, "Hey man, you have a match tomorrow." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah. Also, yeah, being the first, this probably being Ross's second super match. His first one, he told me at the end of it, he was hungry. He was hungry for more, and this was like a good opportunity to showcase that where he's how far he's come in the club and his training. So yeah, what was your impressions, Tien, when you first saw him coming into his what's it his entrance song when you
Yeah,
saw him in front of you?
I mean, even when I just saw him for the first time, I'm like, "Oh man, he's big." I was like, "Oh man," and he looks strong as well. Um, but man, yeah, I mean, he looked confident as well. So
Hmm. Does
mm.
his nationality does that come into like a mental factor for you when like knowing he was an islander, you know, you get intimidated knowing, oh shoot, I'm up an islander, he's gonna be real strong. Did that come into factor, or it didn't
no,
bother you?
that doesn't really bother me really. I mean, sometimes when I tell people where I'm actually from, like, because I'm from Sweden, like I was born in Sweden, um, and uh, and then I flew to here, and but now like I don't really mind that.
Awesome. Okay, I got a question from good work fellas, solid work. I can see this going podcast style in person. Benya Riss asks if he can if he and Devante can have a tighter t-shirts. LOL, solid work. I don't know if they can get any tighter, but it'll be showing a bit more cleavage of the belly button. So yeah, and same question for Ross.
Yep.
When Tien came up to the table and you saw his nationality, did you think he was a run over, or you thought you had an easy match, or did you think, nah, I'm in for a hard match?
It's when I first saw him, I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a long day. When I saw the big four, I was like, man. But yeah, no, yeah, nah, it wasn't really a factor. I knew that always respect to the person I'm always wrestling, so just I knew he definitely would bring it, so I had to at least fight for my team. So, but yeah, this guy was a big unit, so yeah.
Hmm. Also, Tien, is this your first super match, or have you been into other tournaments?
I was on the nationals 2 years ago, I think, which was my first, I think, yeah, I guess proper sub match. And then I was last year on the Wellington one. Was in January, was it?
Much.
Yeah, and then so this one would technically be my third then.
Oh, nice. Hmm.
Was Tien, was your first super match? Was that the one you did in Palmy when we had that Palmy brawl?
Um, oh, actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was like super early. Um,
And we took you up for that one, your very first.
oh, right. Yeah, actually, yeah. That was so. Yeah, this is my fourth one then. Yeah, so the first one up in Palmy. Um,
Okay, so another question for me is, what was going through your mind after you got the first pin, Tien?
well, I mean, even when I just first gripped up to him, I was like, oh no, his hand is very strong. When I like gripped up, because I had like the very like just his fingers as well. I was like, oh man, I gotta see what I can do as well. But after like the when I did my first pin, I was like, okay, I think I actually have something. Especially like when we got to straps as well. Um, and yeah, just kind of moved on from there. Really, just continued.
Same question for you, Ross. What was going through your mind when you lost the first round?
Uh, yeah, that first round, it just kind of caught me off guard when he sort of regripped and it took my whole fist. I was literally just hanging with my
That's all
thumb,
right.
so I was like, oh man, either I slip or just fight for it. But yeah, um, I've been there before. Like I've had a match before for
Oh,
clubs, and
nice.
I know what it's like to start off with a loss. So I just had to mentally sort of just come back from it. But yeah, it was more like mentally knowing that I still had some strength there, but I just had to sort of switch on for me. Yeah.
I'll just jump into one, Charles.
Yep, sorry. I think I had a little disconnection there.
Oh, did you? Are you
Yeah.
able to bring up the highlights of their round, please?
One
I think we'll
second.
just
I have to do some
talk about one of their rounds.
Which round are you after?
We'll just go for. Let's even go for the second one, where
Okay.
I think that's where he gets his comeback on round two. Round two or one,
Okay.
two.
More first one, I think. Okay, let's have a look. And we switch cameras. Right, her.
So I'll just kick it in with Tien.
Mm.
Because did you guys go straight into the strap in the
No,
second
so
round that you
actually,
said?
so before this one, um, he took my hand, so I just slipped from that. And then we went into strap afterwards from that one. Um, let's see, yeah.
And talk us through what was going through your mind in your second match. like what was your plan after your first victory in that first round?
Well, originally I thought, okay, I wanted to be outside of strap as much as possible, because
Why is that?
mainly because my wrist injury.
Oh,
Um,
of course.
yeah, and yeah, you sometimes when we are in strap, like my injuries will sometimes just sneakily come back in. Um, but this time I was mostly fine. Um, so I wasn't too worried once we actually went into the match.
Right.
Um, and then yeah, just the like once we actually got into strap, I kind of realized, oh, he's not taking my rising that much, and that's pretty much just that what I continued doing really, and I was able to just hold and defend a lot. Yeah, doing that on especially on a second match. Yeah.
Because
Um,
it looked like in between that match, it looked like he was climbing,
mm.
not necessarily rising, but we'll get to that with Ross. So did you feel like you could still rise while he was climbing on top of you?
Yeah, I felt like I can just continue like going more and more and more upward.
Mm.
Yeah, and as well like continuing. I felt like he tried to do a lot of side and then try. I think it felt like he tried to do top roll, but I just kept going more and more up as it happened, just stopping him more. And I was just kind of testing. Okay, can I hit? Can I hit? And then I saw like an opening and just hit him, matched the pin.
Now I'm just looking through the highlights. Now, is Charles, is that round three now coming up?
Round
One,
three.
two. Yes, this is round three. This is when I think this is when I was telling Ross to stay close as possible and not pull back. So this is when you can see he's actually trying to stay closer to his body.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's
from here onward, I realized okay, he's just gonna press me from onward. And
yeah, that's an you know, as much as that's distracted me, that's such a epic match there. But we'll ask you the question too, going back to you, Ross. We'll actually talk about this round. What was
Yep.
going through your mind in that very moment? From the point, like obviously we can see him there. He'll take your hand back, but what was going
Yeah.
through your mind at that point where you were trying to get him back over to your advantage line?
I think I was just trying to anticipate what the next um like trying to read what the move he was about to do next. Um, I was actually sort of surprised at this whole match because I don't press, so it was more of sort of like instinct trying to actually survive. But this is my first ever press ever. I don't do it in training, so um, when I felt like my body was sort of like gone, my forearm was just numb at this point. So I thought, oh, there's a press, why not try it? So that's how you see me in that video, just going in for that press technique. So yeah, I didn't know I had that in me.
Whoa.
But
It's
yeah,
quite
just
interesting.
yeah, just trying to fight for every inch, and not giving up. Uh, Physically I was gone, but mentally I had to switch on. And there were moments in that match where I wanted to give up, but I'm actually glad that I pulled through. Despite the result, I still gave it everything.
What made
Yeah.
you press on? Like, what made you go that extra limit, like to push you to that extra?
Um, there's a saying that Kep always say to us before we have all our tournaments. If one of your boys say loses the match before you, it's up to the next person to pick it up. Um, but because my match was the first, I knew that if I can set a tone at the very beginning, I can sort of help the boys coming up. Despite our match not being one of the top 8 matches, I carried that sort of I wouldn't say responsibility, but that mindset. Um, yeah, so because we were the first ones up on that table, so I didn't want to let my boys down.
Right.
So I gave everything that I could, even if it's either you break my arm or you carry me off. but that's literally my mindset at that time. So yeah.
Well, at this pause moment, it looks like both of you needed to be carried off. So
Yeah.
We were at our limit at this point. That press, like, oh man, took all the
Yeah.
energy from me.
Yeah. I just got out of breath.
yeah, and I think this was the moment where I think Tien actually thought it was over until I did the call. I said, Ross, all I ask is 2 more rounds. Can you give it to me?
Yeah.
Tien's like, yeah, I've got the 3 wins. I can walk off now. But the coach said we're going 5 rounds.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
kind
was
of,
actually grateful when bloody Ross said yes, I've got 2 more rounds. So I was like, let's go, you know. Let's go to the last 4 rounds. You can see, look, when they get to the 4th round, they're just buggered. They don't even want to look at each other at this moment.
Yeah, you can see that. He's like, damn it, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
I will say at this point is when I was like, all right, I'm just gonna make you fight for it. Basically, fight to get those wins as long as possible. Because I think in here at events, my mindset was like, well, I already got the win anyway, so yeah, I want to see how long you can fight, essentially, yeah, to get those remaining 2 ones. But also because I mean, my injury on both my wrist and elbow started coming up, so I was like, all right, just gonna hold, and you worked for it. I would say. Yeah.
Yep, I can see you still rising, and then I think that's where you felt real comfortable. And then I think that's when Ross came up, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
You're like, "Ah, god damn it!"
Yeah, it was at this point where I couldn't feel my arm. Basically, I was really just letting it hang on there. So yeah, I couldn't feel anything in the hand.
Mm. No, I mean you did everything right.
Yeah. Transition over to the press. Like, I'm surprised you said you've never done a press.
Yeah.
And it just came to your instinct just to hang and
Yeah.
do everything you could to execute it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it worked out, you know, as you can see on the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes again. Boom.
Yeah, I think this video. I think the last match, and I could see my arm going all the way back.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, I don't think it's supposed to do that. So, because every time Shane would try and hit, man, that hurt as well.
Awesome match, eh?
Whoa.
Both guys' eyes closed, just praying like, just let it be over. Yeah, this is a perfect picture right here, right here. This is what arm wrestling is all about, giving it 100%. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Russell is blacked out. That's why he sat down,
Yeah.
and the bro's just like, "Bro, take me home. I'm done."
Oh man, I couldn't even feel my arm at this point because it was so pumped. I just could barely move my fingers.
Yeah.
Just after watching it, it gives that. It almost feels like a main event match. You know, people wouldn't even know it would have been a prelim match, but just the way the energy and the intensity of the match, it just brought up like it was like a main event, you know, type of match. There you go. Who's the winner? Yeah, that was an awesome match. That was an awesome match to get the vibe and get the hype.
Yeah.
You know,
like I said, it was your match which set the tone for the whole event, and it was just awesome from the start to the end. So, yeah, pat your guys self on the back for.
Hey, we got a message from Philly Hitaraka. It was just saying, how likely would you want a rematch in the future?
Oh,
start off with any of you guys. We'll go with you, Ross.
yeah. I'm keen if you're keen.
He wants to run it back. He wants to run the back team.
Rematch.
Hey man, I'm always keen, man. At least this time, at least I
Yeah.
will have more time to train because I actually
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
train. I didn't train for this. So,
I guess that's us then. Next match.
Oh, Dion.
Alrighty.
All right, pass it on to you, Charles.
Oh shoot. You're the question guy. I'm just the freestyler.
So stop freestyling, bro.
Yeah, I'm still freestyling. I'm still freestyling. Have you got any more questions, Ben? Or
Well, it'll be a closing question, and it was the same question I asked to goodness me, with Rue and oh, sorry about that, boys. But basically, it's closing in question. So it's like, what's your preparation and momentum going to be like, and how you're going to carry on this momentum going on to your next events coming up. So with Auckland Champs and Nationals, to start off with UTN. So how are you going to carry on that momentum? And what's your goals looking like up to those events and future events?
um, I mean, the main thing is hopefully I have more time to train because I just been a lot busy, really, just flying, traveling a lot. But hopefully now my schedule seems to be more right, so I can train more. Hopefully work on my stamina to fight against his press if it comes back. If it comes back again.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah,
And what
no,
about
just
yourself?
hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, there. Yeah. Carry on. Are you finished there,
Yeah.
Tien?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Okay. And we'll just carry on to you too, Ross. So how are you going to carry on that momentum and motivation and,
Yeah.
what your training and that going to look like until your next events coming up?
Yep, it's probably the same thing as Tien. Probably now with the two club wars under my belt, I'll probably just look at those matches again and see where I need to improve on. I still got a long way to go, but I know with the people around me, I'll get there. But at the same time, I've got to do the work as well. So probably just locking it in for the rest of the year and just um, yeah. If I could do that on match day on Saturday, I can definitely do more. So yeah, I'm looking forward to um the year hold.
Awesome. Well, and you're going to obviously going to do Auckland Champs and Nationals this year.
Uh, we'll have a we'll confirm that
uh,
later.
yeah, he's ready. He's ready. He's ready for Auckland champs. I already know.
Oh,
Like I said,
actually, I didn't ask. I didn't even wanted to ask that question to Tien. So, Tien, will you be going to Nationals or Auckland Champs? Because I know we've also got the Palmerston North Brawl happening on the 12th of April, which is 2 weeks prior to Auckland. 'Cause I know there's a few people who can't make it.
Mm,
So,
uh, might be. I mean, I'm going to the nationals, so I'm
right.
prepared for all that stuff. But have to see about the. I don't think I'll be on the Auckland champ one, but maybe for the Palmy one. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, I just got back from training. My arm is dead, so I have to let it rest and see. Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Well, that I haven't got much to say no more, boys. So
Yeah.
you happy with that?
Yeah. Happy with that.
Awesome. Okay, now it's good to have you two on board. Like I said, you guys were the ignition or the fire starters of the event, and I'm glad to be able to share this to the community and to everyone who's watching. It's not just the top eight, but you guys were more. Your match was more important than the top eight. So pat on the back, boys, and appreciate you
For
guys
sure.
being on.
Yeah. Thanks
Mhm.
again, boys, for coming on as well.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you.
having us.
Oh, good. All right. Thank you guys for watching Inside the Straps. where arm wrestling matters with Ben
Matters.
and the
Let's
cat.
go.
Yo,
Just chill, Daddy.
so what's
All right, so